Here we go, back again with another video. Here we go, back again with another video, and yesterday we're doing the preview for the Sheffield Wednesday versus Sunderland down at Hillsborough. And after the disappointment of the Sunday weekend against Cardiff, losing to the exact same score that we lost last season to the Welsh side, 1-0. We move on now to hopefully we can readjust ourselves back in the league and get back to winning ways. But no harm done, we're still in 5th place. Now, Sheffield Wednesday were promoted to the Championship last season, and the Owls were formed back in 1867. Now, if you're ever wondered why Sheffield Wednesday were named Sheffield Wednesday, it was because back in the olden days, the founding members of the club used to have a half day off on a Wednesday. Yes, a half day off on a Wednesday. They got together and they played a little bit of football. So yes, that was it. So, in the summer months they played cricket. Back in 1867, in the winter months to keep warm, they played football, and that's how they were named. That's why they were named Sheffield Wednesday. Now, Hillsborough is where they play the football, and there'll be 3,605 Sunderland fans going down there on Friday. Absolutely fantastic Sunderland fans. Hopefully they'll get a safe journey there and a safe journey home with 3 points in the bag. But it will not be easy, even though the table suggests otherwise. But we have Cisco Munez, who is the manager, the head coach, the Spanish head coach. He'll be organising his side down at Hillsborough. Hillsborough broke ground in making the stadium way back in 1899, so a very historic football ground indeed, with a really good bunch of fans. And you can get 39,000 plus fans in Hillsborough. Now, I don't know if they have parts of the stadium closed these days, but that is the attendance you can possibly get. Now, this Mr. Cisco Muniz, who is Spanish, has been in charge for 10 games down at Sheffield Wednesday. Now, he's not had a very good start to the season. He's won none. He's drawn 2 and lost 6, and they are in 24th rock bottom place with -9 in a -9 goal difference. Now, the results tend to suggest there's been a lot of close games apart from the Swansea loss at the weekend where they lost 3-0. They drew with Borough. Borough was at the bottom of the table sort of battle. They lost to Ipswich 1-0. They drew with Leeds. Good side, Leeds. Drew with Leeds. Good result. They only lost 2-1 to Cardiff. We lost 1-0 to Cardiff. And they lost to Preston. Top 3 side Preston 1-0. They did lose to Hull as well, I think. And Southampton. Start of the season, Southampton 2-1 and Hull they lost 4-2. So even though they haven't won a game yet, they've been very close to getting some better results. Now, it is like Barry Bannon is their stalwart player there. It's Barry Bannon versus Alex Pritchard. Yes, they both look similar, don't they? Similar height, similar stature, similar looks, to be fair. Barry Bannon's been there forever and a day. 331 times he's played for them and he's scored 29 goals and he's 33 years of age. Whereas Alex Pritchard, 84 games for Sunderland, 8 goals and he's 30. So there we go. Head to head, Sunderland have won 50. Very tight, very close head to heads between the two really good historic sides. Sunderland have won 50, drawn 29 and we've lost 49. So hope it doesn't even up this weekend. Now, the last time we played Sheffield Wednesday was in the Cup. We lost 2-0. But we did beat them at home in the playoff first leg 1-0 when Stuart, the Loch Ness Drogba, once formerly known the Loch Ness Drogba, he scored the winning goal 1-0. Then we went to Hillsborough. We're getting beat 1-0. Then Roberts popped up ones apiece and we got to Wembley and the rest is history, as they say. Now, like I said, I'll be doing a live stream on Friday night for this match. It's not going to be easy. The Sheffield Wednesday will be looking for that result, the first win of the season. The Spanish manager will be, really rallying the troops together. They've got a good side. They did well last season. And it's always difficult next step up. My Ipswich haven't found it difficult, but it just depends, you get into that kind of run of form. and same Ipswich have run a good form. So Sheffield Wednesday could turn this around on Friday. Let's not be the first team to lose to Sheffield Wednesday. Touch wood on Friday. Now team news. What can Sunderland do? Now Sunderland did play last night in the under-23s or under-21s, and we did have Adel Asush. He started and scored a goal for Sunderland last night. Here we go. But
Jensen and Nick, your centre back. Lucky, well done.
But just look at Nazri, yes, Naz, Russian. He is fast. I watched him last night. He was skillful, fast, and he plays on the left-hand side, on the same side of sort of running down the wing like Jack Clark does, but he's a different type of player altogether. He's more direct with speed and bursts through, runs onto balls, and twice last night he created 2 goals for Sunderland. A goal for Adele, who slotted the ball home nicely, and he did his bit of a pistol celebration, and then also he created and they got a penalty as well. Now I wasn't quite sure if that was outside the penalty box personally, but we did get a penalty, and that was because of Nazari Rushan's speed. I did like his speed. Only downside with Rushan I'm a bit worried about his physical presence. Now, I hope he doesn't get knocked about a lot in the Championship. Might pick 1 or 2 knocks, touch wood. He doesn't. But the speed and the skill, he looks absolutely amazing. I'll tell you what, I think he's definitely the fastest player on the Sunderland side. He looks really, awesome. Balls were coming across and he was running in behind defenders. And he had a couple of shots on the left-hand side. And he said he created 2 opportunities. That's nice. So it was a good 60 minutes for Rushan. Semedo, on the other hand, does look a different type of player altogether as a centre forward. He just seems to be I think when I've watched him twice play for the under-21s, he looks a bit lazy on that. It's like he doesn't want to run around and put himself about too much. But when he plays when he's come on in the Championship, it looks a different kettle of fish altogether. He looks a bit like he's putting himself about a bit more, and I think his first touch is his asset for Semedo. When he gets to the ball, he passes it straight away and he sort of lays off the ball and creates space. That side of his game's really good. In the penalty box, I need to see him put himself about a bit more personally. Really get yourself going. Put a bit more effort into the penalty box, and we'll see what happens. Early days yet. Same as the early days with Rushan's only 60 minutes and Adele 60 minutes. So, they took them off. So I kind of think those 3 will be on the bench on Friday night. People are thinking, we should start Rushan and we should start Adele, but I've got a feeling he won't. I think it'll be bench warmers again on Friday night. Now, the team... what's your thoughts on Burstow at this moment in time? 4 games, I think it's 3 or 4 games. He's had 3 full games, 4 starts, or whatever it is for Sunderland. Jury's out. I'm not quite sure. I don't understand. I don't quite get what he brings to the side at this moment. But he's a young lad, got a lot to learn, and we don't really cater for the striker, do we, at the club now? We've adapted our style of football so much that we kind of don't really involve the striker like Burstow, so he's not really getting much time on the ball. He's not really getting many opportunities to directly run at players, to directly get the ball in the penalty box. So, the jury, how long do we keep on playing Burstow, or do we change it when the likes of Dak gets fit again, Ekwa gets fit again, and do we just bide our time with the strikers until the cat get up to speed? Rushan maybe bring him on with 30 minutes to go this weekend, and the likes of Adele again, a bit more game time. Do you drop by? You can't really drop by, to be fair. He's been playing well, Bar. So, team, I think, for the weekend. Now, as much as I love to see Pritchard, I like to see Pritchard. This is the team I think I would like to start personally, because for the simple reasons, I feel like we got 10.5 men with Burstow on the pitch at this moment. I don't think he's quite there, and I think he needs more time, maybe to drop off the side a little bit, only if other players are fit. I think Rushan does need 30 minutes on Friday. I don't think he'll start. I think it's a bit too soon for him just yet, but I would love him to start in the future. And Semedo, again, what I see of Semedo in the under-21s, because we did beat Derby last night 3-1, and Derby, in League One, and we, even though it was a decent performance, we did at times struggle a little bit. Triantos was in the side as well, and Sleet was in the side as well. So 2 defenders are in there. But I can't see them getting ahead of Luke O'Nien anytime soon, because for me, I think Luke O'Nien, even though he's not a makeshift defender, is ahead of the game of the other two at the moment. So until they get the opportunities and show what they can do in the Championship, they're going to get these games in under 21s. Anyway, enough of that. We'll get back to what my team is. Now, this is a team, if Ekwa is fit. Now, if Ekwa is fit, because they did say 2 games for Ekwa, so I'm hoping, we have missed Ekwa. I'm hoping Ekwa is fit. Now, I'm not quite sure what to do, because you've got to have Hume, Ballard, O'Nien, Sirkin. Well, obviously you're going to be Huggins in it, to apologise, but we'll have Huggins over there. But we'll pretend Huggins there anyway. So we'll get Huggins on this side, because Sirkin, I'm not sure if he's nowhere near yet. So, but Huggins is getting better with every game, and I thought that was his best performance against Cardiff. He looked really good, linking up really well with Jack Clark. We just kind of break down teams at home. That's the disappointing thing with teams at home. When teams come to Sunderland, a lot of teams put, like Tony Mowbray said, put blocks of 4 behind the ball, and we're struggling to break them down. That's where a bit of speed from Rushin coming up in the future might bear fruit. Right, so we'll get Huggins up here. Huggins. So, Neil, I would definitely bring Ekwa back. If he's fit, if he's over his little bit of a knock and he's available, Ekwa has to come in. Then Bar, Clark. And that leaves, it does seem a crying shame to drop Pritchard. I think he's done okay, Pritchard, done well, Pritchard. It does seem a shame, especially if Dak's not fit. So then we have Pritchard and Job, and it's like, if Ekwa's fit and Pritchard's fit, do you keep Burstow in the side and drop one of those? I think it's a bit harsh. We've got to have our best strength, the strongest team we can have out. And for me, Job, Pritchard, Ekwa are stronger than Burstow, and we can't be carrying passengers just yet. And maybe it's Burstow, yes, get him the start when other players tire later on in the game. So 60 minutes goes down and Pritchard's starting to, Bar, then get on the likes of Rushin and the likes of Burstow. But for me, I would personally rather have that side, because we playing the football now. We playing, and we've adapted ourselves that much that we kind of bypass Burstow. So that's my idea of a team for me. Let me know, am I talking bollocks? Would you keep Burstow in there, or would you be risking to bring one of the young lads after 60 minutes last night? So there we go. I'm doing a live stream on Friday night. Don't forget to leave your comments down below in the comments section. Jamie SFC, won the Inter Milan shirt. That'll be in the post Thursday. Sorry, Jamie. Been really busy, so that'll be in the post Thursday. I've let it believe Juice Binet has been unwell over the last couple of weeks. Unwell with some sort of infection. So I hope he gets better, and maybe he might be back on the bench on Friday. I don't really know. So that's my team. I would start. I'd be tempted to have a bit more of the experience over the likes of Burstow. But you let me know. I personally think that Burstow will probably start again on Friday night. And Pritchard and Job will probably be here. So it'll probably be Job in there, Pritchard there with Burstow. If Ekwa's not fit, that's what the probably team will be. I think Burstow will be playing if Ekwa's not fit. But if Ekwa's fit, I find it hard to drop Pritchard or Job personally. But that's just my opinion. So there we go. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Please leave your comments down below in the comment section. Leave your score prediction. That's what I meant. Leave your score prediction down in the comment section. Nobody got 1-0 against Cardiff. Unless I was wrong. Let me know if I was wrong, and I will update the Big Book of C. You will get a point for a chance to win that shirt at the end of the season if you get the score prediction right. So there we go. Let me know your team. What would you, if all players are fit, which 11 do you start? Give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. Take care. God bless. May God go with you. See you Friday for the live stream, and hopefully we can get back to winning ways. Hopefully. We've got to find ways to breaking teams down at home, especially teams who come to sit and just... Anyway, we'll get over that. We're over that now. We need to move on to Sheffield. Sheffield Wednesday fans, good bunch of fans, good stadium, class ground. Little ground's fucking big ground, pardon me French. Class big ground there, Sheffield, Hillsborough, class, really historic ground there. Hope the Sunderland fans enjoy their away day. But it won't be as easy as people think it's going to be. Even though they haven't won a game in 8 games. it won't be that easy. They have ground out a couple of good draws against Leeds in Middlesbrough and unlucky in some games to lose by 1 goal. So we've got to make sure we turn up. The most important thing, we turn up on Friday night and the team give their all. Right, thank you. We'll see you later. Goodbye.